Hello, my name is Matt Burkholder with Burkholder Healthy Farms in Allen County, Ohio. In 2012, I started regenerative ag practices on this farm that we're standing in today. I started with no-till, and then a year or so later I started planting cover crops, and I planted soybeans into a cereal rye cover crop in this field. After I utilized these practices for a couple years of continuous no-till and covers, I eliminated granular salt-based fertilizers, and once I got into regenerative ag practices on this farm, after about 5 years, I eliminated seed treatment on my soybeans and wheat. We do not use seed treatment on those, and we also do not use in-season fungicide and insecticide applications on this field unless it's absolutely necessary. I have seen quite a few improvements on this field. This is not a high quality field. It's kind of like a clay knob. It's not a great quality field, but I've seen quite a bit of improvements. I've seen 10 to 15 bushel an acre increase on soybeans and about 10 bushel an acre increase on wheat. And this is the first time this field's been planted to corn for quite a while. Last fall we used a drone to utilize we utilized a drone to seed cover crops into this field. We seeded a mixture of cereal rye, crimson clover, and radish. We did that when the soybean leaves were just starting to turn yellow. There. We had a mistake with the drone, and the drone did not seed the full width. It pretty much just dropped the seed straight down, roughly about a 10 to 12 foot path. It did not seed the full width. And you can see right here where there's quite a bit of cover crop residue left where I planted the corn into. And one challenge we had was, you can see the corn is a little bit shorter in this area where the cover crop residue was too thick. And on each side, the corn is greener. It looks better. The field was fit when I planted it. I make sure I'm careful and plant when the field is fit, not based on the calendar date, but if the conditions are right. But we sprayed the cereal rye and crimson clover early this year, but for some reason the cereal rye came back. And you can see there was a challenge here. The corn is just a little bit shorter, but the corn has nice root growth on. We just recently got a rain, so we're very appreciative of that. But you can see there's nice moisture. The soil's just falling apart. Really, really nice. There's good aggregate stability. There's good earthworm holes. The corn roots are definitely following the earthworm holes during the dry spell. This spring was in Ohio, was very cool and wet early on, and then it turned off very dry. One mistake I made was we planted our soybeans green into the cereal rye cover crop, and the mistake I made is we did not get in and terminate the cover crop quick enough. I actually had to come in and replant these soybeans. We planted them into the cereal rye green, sprayed it a few days later, and we waited about 2 weeks and almost no soybeans emerged. The cereal rye just drank up too much water. I made a mistake. I should have been more proactive to get the covers terminated in a timely manner. So that's one thing to watch out for. It's not the cover crop's fault. It was my fault. I made a mistake on that.